What's up, guys? So we're back at McVeigh again today. Got a fresh start. I was pretty discouraged the other night when I went to put all the pistons in that motor. Just unfortunate. It's one of those things where Dad thought that the motor had 6-inch rods in it when he ordered pistons last year, and I thought it had 6-inch rods in it too. I would have done the same thing. Unfortunately, it had 5.7 rods, and just couldn't believe it, honestly. So we got it all sorted out. I talked to Dad that night, and he mentioned that we had an old motor sitting at the shop that had some 6-inch rods in it, and it had some flat top pistons. Of course, one of them's in rough shape, but had some good rods. It's got a good crankshaft in it. It was a motor that I had used in the truck a couple years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, and the last time I ran it was at the pad, and I went to the finals and blew a head gasket in the finals and had to push it up onto the trailer, and it was not a fun time. But anyways, that was the last time I ran that motor, and I just kind of forgot about it since then. So I went to my dad's shop this morning, and I picked up the rods and pistons that he had pulled out of that block, and I brought them here, and I'm starting to take them off the pistons now. We're gonna weigh them. We're gonna have to rebalance the crank, of course. Gonna get new bearings, get fresh rod bearings, and we should be in pretty good shape. We had some 6-inch rods here that were out of Tommy's motor, and Bob actually mocked one up in the block with the crank that I have in it now, and the deck height came out to 0.18, so the piston was down on the bore 0.18, which is perfectly fine. So I think we should be good. Once we get the rods, the new 6-inch rods on the pistons that I have, and we rebalance the crank, put new bearings in it, we should be in pretty good shape. We can start reassembling everything. So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna try to do everything right, and we'll get started. Make that look so easy.
You know what the hardest part is?
What?
It's seeing them.
Yeah.
Look at one now, it's tight.
So we began balancing the crankshaft. First, we needed to see what the difference was between the new rods and the old rods. The Oliver rods were quite a bit heavier.
What's 69.79?
Bob found out all the bob weights, put it in the calculator, and we came out to 1923.9. He was adamant to get it as close as possible.
$23.9. So,
Perfection.
so what we're going to do is you're going to put these together. So see these other three?
Yeah.
I want you to set them on there and do the exact same thing. You can use this as a guide to show you about how many you put on there. Mm-hmm. They should be very, very close.
Should be all about the same.
Yeah.
Bob's a hell of a good machinist. We're extremely lucky to have him in our corner. Next, I started unpackaging the new bearings, sliding them in the rods.
So we need the drill right there to remove. Right there to remove.
One 8 to 2.
Yeah.
Is that? Which one is that? Number 1.
I just don't think it's worth taking the chance.
So we ended up not using the rods that came out of that old motor, but we're able to use them later on. We just need to put new pin bushings in them.
Pretty sure they're the
Luckily, I had a brand new set of Molnar rods come in that day, and they're the exact same thing. I worked until about midnight that night getting the short block together. My phone died at the shop, so I wasn't able to record. But that's okay, because it gave me more time to focus on what I was doing.
You can turn it off. I don't need video.
Bob gets a little camera shy sometimes. This will actually be the first motor we've ever taken the time to degree the cam.
23.
We've always just put them in straight up. We came to the conclusion that this camshaft was installed on a 109 center line. We decided to back it up and retard it a few degrees to get it on a 114. I may back it up a little bit more, but I can always change it at the track. That's the nice thing about having a Jessel belt drive. After that, we started checking piston to valve clearance. Bob has all the right tools to do this. If it was me, I probably would have used some Play-Doh or something. Plenty of valve clearance.
Yeah. Okay, then we move over here to this one. Yeah, you got lots.
What's that? 100
Yeah, there's 100, 200, and 40 thousandths. At 10 degrees after top dead center. So a lot of times I can go 5, 10, 15, and 20 and check and see how close they are. Well, you got a lot. We can go bigger cam.
I just might.
There's 240.
One of these days. Probably on this next motor, actually.
Yeah. So, you see how I done this. So now what we want to do is back up the cam timing and then recheck it. But we got plenty, so amazing.
Heck yeah.
The answer's fun. Oh God, here we go. Mold it on. Race it.
Right in the center.
Right in the center.
Alright guys, so we left Bob's shop and I had to head to Summit. He's gonna get the heads together tomorrow morning, get them assembled, and we took the night off. I worked till 11 o'clock last night getting the short block together. It came together really well. And today we checked piston to valve clearance. We degreed the cam in and everything, but we need to get some thrust washers for the Jessel belt drive cam setup. We had a little bit too much cam play, so we're here at Summit grabbing that stuff right now. It's a weasel. It's a weasel.
You're recording your guys' little love session. Easy, your nose is like in her eyeball. Took her coat off. I'm not mad. I mean, I can't be mad.
So I got a special song for you on the Touch Tunes.
I don't know. You told me.
Just wait. Just gonna turn this bar up a notch. This is your song. Our song, I should say.
Everyone in the fucking bar is about to.
That was super good. Definitely gotta come back here every time we go to Summit.
You know your wings are good when they singe your nose hairs.
That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Tomorrow we're gonna hopefully have the long block together, and then after that we're gonna put it on the dyno, run it, retorque the heads, and then it'll be ready to go back in the truck and get back to racing. Once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry this video kind of sucked, but I did it on my phone. I'm trying to get videos out more frequently, and this might be something I have to do just to make it a little bit quicker of a process. This isn't obviously going to be the way every single video is from now on, but for you guys that want a little bit more content, it's just easier to do it this way. So thank you guys for watching once again. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.